Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to some more Terra Nil. Last time we completed the... what did we complete? We completed the abandoned quarry, and then we completed the archipelago. We were able to get the abandoned quarry done relatively quickly, so we moved on to the archipelago. And I also, in my free time, completed the desolate island here. So the tropical region is 100%. In this episode, we're going to go over to the polluted bay, complete it with its 4 biomes, 6 animals, and 9 climate thresholds. And then if we are quick enough in this episode, we will also move to the subpolar river, which has 4 biomes, 6 animals, and 9 thresholds as well. And then if we have those 2 done this episode, then we have 1 episode left. If not, then we'll have 2 more at this rate. But hope you guys enjoy. As if you do enjoy, please let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. It does help. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the polluted bay. Okay, here we are. Our book is open. We have the polluted bay. Water flows through this bay into the ocean, providing the opportunity for tidal turbines as a power source. Use power pylons to power buildings farther inland and rejuvenate this abandoned settlement. Both greenery and clean ocean contribute towards your goal. You'll need to use power pylons to build toxin scrubbers farther inland, carving new riverbeds with excavators and placing calcifiers, which will allow you to create rocks to support your pylons in remote areas. All right, so that's simple enough. Let's take a look at what we got. We do have some, looks like buildings. We have the bay here and a river going down the middle, and we have our power, let's see, what are these called? Tidal turbines. So these can only go in deep areas, and so you can see we need a, it looks like a 3x3. So we have one that can go here at least. I'm gonna go ahead and start there so we can get like a little bit of a power source going. We can also have one kind of there, but let's start where we are, and we can do like maybe a scrubber here. That's a positive, net positive right there. So let's start with a net positive, get that going. See, here we have a little bit of water. And we do have water towers, actually. I lied. Oh, okay. So we need to make calcifiers, and we'll probably honestly need to use, yeah, like the game said, we'll need to use excavators to kind of carve out these different paths for water to flow through. So I think where I want to start is we do have one right here as well. I think what we can do is get a tidal turbine down here, get a pylon on this rock, and then we can go ahead and get a water tower down and at least get some water going that way. Now, what that allows us to do is that allows us to create one of these and get some water flowing inland so that we can create more of these rocks. And I ideally want to get up here, so we want to get a calcifier that goes up through here, and then we can connect a pylon up here. So let's see here if we can get this done. Calcifier right here. We want to make sure that these reach, so I'm going to do one right there. And I think I would love to get another, what are these things called? Excavators done. And see if we can get a path up here, but we may not be able to because this building is in our way. I would like to kind of aim it down, but I don't think we're going to be able to swing that because I'll need to get a calcifier further up, but let's just see how far we can get this pylon out. So yeah, I think that could work for us very nicely. And we get a pylon out here. And now we have access to this entire area, which means we can get water flowing. I don't know if that's going to touch. Is that going to touch? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, hang on. Let me redo that and do that a little bit further. Let's do like right there. That way it covers all that. All right, perfect. So now we have that water path going. We need to get some more kind of going this way. And what we could do... Oh, no, it can't go that far. Okay, that is a good thing to note. So we can do pylons up here on top of these buildings and kind of make it go further inland. And we actually can reach all the way out here and go and get water flowing that way. So that does work for us. Now, I can't get a... Ooh, I can. Look at that. All right, cool. So we'll do that. Stretch that out all the way out here. And we have some more down here we can consider. And I believe if we are lucky enough, we might... No, we're not. Not just missing it. But I think because we have the power, we can go and do that. So we do have that water flowing out that way. So you can kind of see what the general flow of this map is going to be. We need to make sure that we get power inland and get all this, all nature healed up. So I think I'm going to go work on that and probably do a little bit of a time lapse, and you guys can see exactly what I do. Okay guys, so we completed the first objective. We now need to worry about our biomes. Next, increase biodiversity by introducing fynbos, wetlands, and temperate and deciduous forests. Beehives can be placed within the branches of trees in both types of forests. Wetlands are resistant to fires and can be used as a barrier for a controlled burn. Okay, so we need to keep that in mind because we're gonna have to use a bunch of control burn. I think we actually need to use control burn for, so the conservatory is gonna turn into our deciduous forest. We may wanna do that, but in order to get our actual forest here, we need to make sure we don't burn everything in the path. So we've got a couple of different ways we can do this, I think, but I want to take a look at our objectives here because we really want the rains first. So we're going to probably do that. And as here, all of our objectives precipitation based, and we can just go ahead and kind of go crazy with it. I think looking at our biomes here, they're fine. I mean, they all require some amount of precipitation, and we don't have to, you know, worry about any minimums or maximums. So I think we can go ahead and focus on that, get all of our objectives done, because this is where you can somehow soft lock yourself out of 100%. So let's just go ahead and place a couple of these guys around, get as many as much we can here. So like 10% is really great. We have migratory birds returning. We can put one here, get a 7%. Putting them on top of the buildings is really handy. 2% not great. Ideally, we want to get near the water there. So 52%, 9%. So now we have all this. We need to at least get to 70%. So if we can get another 10, that would be really good. We got a 2. Can we get one close to this area? You can see here that the overgrowth has kind of started. We might be able to get a, let's take a look, and we maybe look at a calcifier right here. Yeah, that'll be great if we can get that right there. And then get us another one of these, and that's 8%. So we just need a 2. And I think I know where we have a 2 at right there. All right, so we have that. Now we need at least 80%, 90%, and 85%. But we're gonna worry about that once we start working on wetlands. I just wanna go ahead and restore the water and the grass the way it was. So we're gonna let that fill in. You can see here that we have some flowers coming in. We have some deer coming in. Very good. This level is looking pretty decent so far. I'm kind of worried about the control burns, but I think we'll be able to do that without any problem. I've always struggled with getting the forest done properly, but we're gonna let this fill in for a second and turn everything green again. Okay, now that we have a copious amount of points to work with and our terrain is mostly recovered now, let's go ahead and start working on getting these biomes done. I'm thinking about doing a forest and wetlands kind of combination right here. We gotta remember, to do wetlands, we have to have these irrigators down. So I don't want to go too crazy with it. Ideally, I would like one here. So, you know, in order to do this, we have to put an irrigator down. And then we can go over here and get our hydroponium and put that right there so we can have, you know, wetlands kind of be on the edge there of the bay, which I think is kind of nice. I think I want to do the same thing on this side, so we'll do that. And I think I'm actually going to have it right here. Have that a little bit up off the water there for all intents and purposes. And now we put 79 in, and that looks pretty good. Now we already have halfway through our wetlands. That's ideal. We have like these nice waterfalls coming for our wetlands. I think that looks really nice. Ironically, it kind of looks like the water's still bad around the high, I always forget what these called, the tidal turbines, which is kind of interesting because this isn't really part of the tide, but anyway. And I think I might want to do, I know we have an irrigator right here, but honestly, I kind of want it a little bit closer to the water's edge because I want to be able to kind of protect, so we got to have some fynbos here in order to start a controlled burn. So if I put that there, we're not gonna have a lot of fynbos to work with. And that's the problem because we really kind of need the fynbos to start a control burn. So I can put it like here, have that near the water. That looks kind of good. And then I can get a control burn going by putting this down. And we can have maybe this be this like center of our forest. Now these deer, they're gonna have to find a new place to live. I'm sorry, deer, but that's unfortunately you have appeared in the area where I decided to make a forest at. Another area where I might want to consider is maybe right here. And then we can make some what they called fynbos a little later so we don't burn it. But I would like to kind of turn this area into a forest as well. So we have this done. Let's take a look here. We get 68, and that's about over a quarter, so that's good. So we have that turned to a forest. Very good, looks good. And then what we could do is I could burn this area. Maybe get like a little bit of fynbos to start the control burn. Maybe right there, start the control burn, and I don't think the fire, well, no, we don't have the wetlands over there to protect it. So ideally, I would like to kind of protect that tree and use fynbos to go right here because I would like to have some wetlands next to these fynbos because frogs do like it. You know what? We can do some deciduous forest right here. We'll have like a little blend. I think that'll be fine. Maybe do some right there as well. Ooh, buffalo. No, it's not buffalo. That's a pig. Never mind. My bad. Let's see. We can. That forest won't go there. We need to have some burned area, don't we? Okay, we need to get some more forest area down. So we may want to try and get some wetlands down to protect the areas. Can we have a barrier anywhere? Not really. We can have a barrier kind of right here, protect areas, and then have maybe forest on each side of this. Yeah, we could do that. I think that could work. Because we have a tree up here that can produce fynbos, so we can do like a giant fynbos area up here. Start a control burn, maybe up here, honestly, and burn that area. Have a forest down there, and we can have like land bridges. That'd be okay, because this fynbos will help the frogs. The frogs do like their fynbos. That works. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, that's a good idea. So let's go ahead and get us one of these down, and this can kind of be the central area for this area to start. So we'll do that. Very good. All right. So I'm going to work on our biomes. You guys kind of get the general gist of what I'm working on here and what we've got to do. The deciduous forests are mainly going to be near these, Oh, no. Wait. I wasn't ready. No. The rains. They ruined my forests. Okay, well, yeah, you get the general idea of what I'm trying to do. We got to get these biomes up here. So I'm once again going to fast forward for you guys, and you can follow along. Okay, our biomes are complete, and now we can move on to the animal and recycling phase. You guys know what that's about. So let's take a look at our animals here. We only have, I think, one set of boars. Let's go ahead and kind of sort by animal here. So we got 1, 2. Our bears aren't happy, so that's not 3. We have 3 here with the... Okay, and our wolves aren't happy, and our boars aren't happy. So let's see what we have. Okay, so boars don't have enough deciduous forest. Well, I think we can fix that. We should be able to turn a little bit more deciduous forest for them. That should make them happy. These guys do not have enough land, so what we can do is easily fix that by combining some of these together, getting some of these biomes kind of fixed up for these animals, let them have land bridges, let them get across to other greener pastures, because some of them require that. We're going to have one there, just to go ahead and kind of clear up some of these areas. I'm also going to make some land bridges up into these areas just in case. Put one here and here. Looks good. Maybe have one there. Maybe that'll help some of our animals feel a little bit more at home. So how are these boars doing? Oh, they're just right on the edge of the... okay, hang on. Let's get a land bridge up here for them. Maybe they'll get in there. Maybe that'll help. I'm hoping that'll help anyway. Bears aren't happy, so we don't have enough fynbos for these bears. They're kind of in the middle of these woods here with no fynbos. So what we can do is honestly probably put some right here. That'll probably help them feel a little bit better. Let's take a look at those bears. Okay, not enough fynbos for you as well. So what we can do is just go ahead and get maybe like one right there. Go ahead and get that at the edge of the forest. That should help them feel a little bit better. These boars are now happy. These wolves are happy. These swans are happy. These boars or the bears are happy. So I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Animals are good to go. And I think we've created some pretty good biomes. And of course, there's going to be, these are going to grow back, and these deer are going to be just fine up here when the rain starts. But I think right now we are good to go. We have 16 of 14 happy. Do one more check through. Boars, wolves, swans, bears, frogs, and deer. All right, we're good. So let's go ahead and start working on our recycling process. So we need to go ahead and put our ship down, and I think we're going to put that in the middle of this. I don't know where we're going to put those. Probably right here. Nope, can't put that there. Yeah, sure, right here at the edge. Right here with this herd of deer right there. We need to put our boat down. And you can see here that our boat is going to have to go through a lot of different areas here. Ooh, did we block that off? I think we did. So why can't I put these down? What is... I guess because you need to recycle these first? Let's see. Why can I not put these here? Why? Can you not go up this? Oh, oh, that's in the way. Ah, okay. So didn't realize those were actually going to be in the way for me. So what I could do is just put one of these down and then bring those out, and then now it should be able to go up through there. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. We can go ahead and collect all that up there. That's fine with me. You go ahead and get to work on that. And then collect all of this. and all of this. Let's go ahead and get as much as we can there. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this, but I will, like I said, normally, or as usual, I will go ahead and just fast forward for you guys so you can kind of see my process. Okay, we've collected our last bit of recycling that is needed. At least I think we have. Make sure that I'm not missing anything. We have some unhappy deer up here. Or, well, I think that was a herd of bears, actually. Or a pack of bears? What do you call a group of bears? I don't know. Anyway, that is this level done. That was a fairly... I was kind of worried about the forest part of it, but I think this turned out really well. Very good blend of biomes here. Just looks very... I don't know. This was... I think I'm kind of proud of this one more than some of my other ones. I feel like this one was really good. Got some nice rocky faces kind of throughout the biomes, but yeah, looks very good. Really happy about this one. Let's go ahead and hit the button and move on to the next level, shall we? And I'm also going to give me a quick snapshot there of the level just so I can have something for a thumbnail. And where our ship is taking off, and we can head back to the world map after completing this level. I think this one was fun. Very kind of this more simplistic mechanics of the game, but you also had the tidal turbines that were part of this level, which are part of some of the later levels. So you had some of the older mechanics, but you also had kind of some of the newer ones blending in, especially with having to get the pylons out into the level. And of course you had some of the ruins of cities. Normally I think we only found that in the continental section of the game, but without further ado, let's go ahead and head back to the world map, shall we? Okay, so now looking at our world map here, got an achievement. And we have Riverside Restoration. We have 100% done on that one, I hope. I did not miss anything, did I? Oh, that doesn't look full. Why does that not look full, game? Oh, no. I forgot the precipitation, didn't I? Oh, that's a bummer. You guys are probably probably were screaming at the screen like, hey, you didn't finish your optional objectives. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm going to have to go back and do that, aren't I? Oh, wow. I got way too ahead of myself, didn't I? Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on to the subpolar river. I'll do that off camera. Let's just say we did it. How shall we? You know, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. All right, so subpolar river, here we come. Okay, back in the book, we have the subpolar river. The subpolar river is sparsely populated with tree snags and barren riverbeds. Restoring the area will require a network of pipe hubs and judicious use of carbon compactors to create rocks for wind turbines and lichen. Your first task is to maximize greenery coverage. Pipes from pipe hubs can pass over rocks, but are blocked by trees. Creating too many rocks prematurely with the carbon compactor can make it difficult to access enough land for greenery coverage. Okay. Well, it sounds like we already have a new building that we're gonna have to work with here. Yep. Oh, no. We've worked with these before. Okay, so yeah, we're not using irrigators. We're using these this time. And the carbon compactor, okay. So that's gonna create a large amount of rocky faces, isn't it? Okay, well, we have a lot of paths here. So we have windmills to start off with. Let's start off, of course, up high so we can see how far our water can go. And we're gonna do that as far away as possible, but covering the maximum amount of water coverage here. I think this right here should be pretty decent, so I'm gonna put one there. And let's start one over here as well if we can. Gonna put one, I think, up there. That should do good. Always love to start with the water towers first because you can kind of get a feel of where everything's going to go. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any rocks up here, but we could use the carbon compactor to go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and read through this. Compress organic material from nearby trees to create rocks. So I'm assuming the more you take in, the more, yeah, okay, the more you take in, the more rocks it creates. Okay. So we need to be careful, like the game said, but I do want to go ahead and get some rocks up here. So I think I might get like a small rock area, just leave enough for just a little bit, but we'll go ahead and take some of those trees up. Make sure I don't get too ahead of myself. It looks like we have some toxicity that we have to deal with. That's fine. Not too worried about that. Go and get a water tower up here. That's actually, you don't redo that because we want that to be on the very edge. That'll give us the maximum amount of water distance there. Migratory birds already returning. That's good to see. Do we have any rocks down here? No, we don't. Okay, so the carbon compactor is going to be important. We don't want to use too many trees, but I do want to get enough to where I think that should be good. We'll have like a rock face right there. Now you can see here, we do have some water area up here, but unfortunately our power doesn't reach it, so that's going to be a problem. Oh, never mind, there's one right here. Now that's completely overkill, and honestly I need to make sure that I use this. Yeah, okay, that's not going to do much, but it's still something. I'm also going to put one there. Okay, so we're going to put a water tower up. I would like to put one to cover this rest of this entire area, so we're going to do that. I think we've restored all of our water. I think. Yeah, so all of our water has been restored, and as you can see here, we don't have any of the terrain manipulators. What are they called? The ones that make rivers for us. Can't remember. But we do have the turbine here, and obviously we want to heal the land. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use any of these compactors just yet. We may want to wait, but we also don't want to go too crazy with them. Like, you know, if we can make a large area, like maybe make a large central area of rocks here. Like maybe that could be rocks. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Let's just make a couple of areas here so we don't forget about making rocks, because it's kind of important. Maybe make one up here. Maybe we want to make them kind of combined as well. Like maybe have one right there, kind of like a little bit of greenery go through that area. And then maybe have a larger area right. It's kind of like on a line. That doesn't seem like all natural, does it? Make one right here as well. I know, I'm learning it out. It's fine. We're okay. So let's go ahead and start healing as much as we can. Now, but the problem is we need snowfall, but snowfall is -5 degrees. And as you can see, we're at 30. So we're not going to get there very easily. We're going to need a flash freezer. And we have area to freeze. But we need to check, do we have anything that requires greater than temperatures? We've already completed well, no. Okay, we do. Butterflies and ivy overgrowth, we want those first. So we need precipitation as probably high as possible. Precipitation, I don't think I've ever seen anything that needs less than precipitation. So, you know, we can go ahead and work with this. I think we have plenty of water to work with on that. So let's go ahead and get that done. We need at least, what, 70? Ooh, that's going to be a tough call. Yeesh. All right, I don't know how we're going to get 70, but we're going to try our best, I think. Because I don't think we have any biomes that's going to cover that. This doesn't produce, yeah... I don't know if we're going to be able to get 70 out of that. That's a lot. I mean, we have some areas, but we don't have a massive amount of... Yeah, we don't have a massive amount of water surface area. We need to rely on this area. So, like, you know, I need to think about this. We need to make a carbon compactor. Maybe put, like, one here on the edge of this water so we can have more of what's it called? Cloud seeder, that one, man. Terminology is not coming to me today, is it? And also, I've kind of got ahead of myself, so I'm going to back up a little bit just so we can go ahead and start healing nature a little bit. As you can see here, we do have some burned area, but we are not doing well in terms of getting our points out, so we need to kind of be careful. I'm going to start down here. There's a lot of surface area we can work with, and we can go ahead and heal a good chunk of it. So I want to try to get that right there. That'll give us a little bit. And the one thing I didn't know about these things is that we can actually just bank them off each other, which is really handy. So let's go ahead and heal some of this area here if we can. Probably go out here. I think there's a lot of area we can work with up here. And so, you know, we can say, hey, here's another one of these. That goes out as far as it kind of can. So we get 85 points from that. These things are a little bit tougher to work with, so I'm gonna have to be careful with that. We're gonna figure out how to work with our precipitation. That's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna work through this fast forward as always, and yeah, let's see what we come up with. Ooh, okay. Well, if it wasn't evident by the fast forward, I struggled a little bit on this one. I struggled to use these type of irrigators. So we're into the biomes now, so hopefully we recover our points. But as you guys probably were watching, points, we were on edge for almost the entire time of that. So next you must introduce tundra, lichen, boreal forests, and rocky scrubland to the area. You may need to influence the local climate to allow these biomes to thrive. Forests may provide source material for the carbon compactor if you require additional rocks for lichen. So we have rocks on the field here, so we may want to start with our lichen. So let's see what we need for that. So we can put it on top of these, and we can see that, you know, hey, we covered a good chunk of it, which is good, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough looking at this. I don't know, we can go ahead and try our best. So let's go ahead and start with the lichen. We'll get some points out of that. See what we need to do. That's probably gonna be a quarter. Probably some go there, which is gonna be good. We probably need just a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get a carbon compactor, and I think what I wanna do, I think maybe we can create, see if we can create a good chunk of rocks just to where we can go ahead and call it a day. So we have irrigator here. Let's see if we can make some rocks. I'm gonna kind of make this feel more natural. We have a lot of trees over here, so maybe we could do one right there. We have an irrigator right there, so let's do that. We'll make some rocks right there. Take those trees out, put the rocks down, go over here, grab our algae greenhouse, and we can have a good chunk turn into some lichen there. And maybe up here. Okay, we're getting close. Don't know if it's going to be enough, so let's go ahead and do one more. I think where I want this one is I want to put a carbon compactor here. And I think if I can get enough out of it, put it right there. That might be just enough, so that's going to cover all these this area with rocks. Ooh, not as much as I was thinking, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do. 33. So that'll cover up those rocks, and then I think we have a chunk up here we can turn, and that will not net us enough. Okay, hang on. Can we get one more down here? We're running out of trees, so we may need to grow some extra biomes here. So, like, you know, if we look at this, we have some trees we can grow. We're going to have to burn some area for that. And we also have the Chaparralum. Creates rocky scrubland, must be built on a... Oh, but that's the rocky... Okay, rocky scrubland. Okay, I got it. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Just go ahead and kind of get some biomes going. And really, I really should focus on this so we can actually have precipitation going. But you can see here that we're at 41%. Our temperatures are still really high, but we want to make sure we complete the ivy overgrowth. And probably the moss and boulders, but that's less than 15, so we don't need to worry about that as much. The precipitation I am worried about. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe is this create precipitation? I don't think it does. No, I don't think it does. I want to go get these lichen out of the way, because they are kind of our what's it called? Word I'm looking for. Don't know. Can't think of it. They are our limit at the moment. So I probably want to get some more trees if possible. So maybe we can... Is this... Okay, that's a ledge. Maybe we can make a forest up here. Maybe grab some trees out of that and put some down here. Maybe that's something we could do. I really need to work on precipitation, but once again, that's going to be kind of a tough one. And we have 5% there. Sure, we'll go ahead and grab a 5%. Always like to get as much as we can of that. 3%. Yeah, it's that. It's going to be... 52%? What's our max? What's our max precipitation? 70%. Actually, you know what? I think we can do that. I think maybe I'm stressing way too much about that. So let's do that. Put that there. 3% sure. Now, okay, stop. Slow down. We're running out of points. Actually, you know what? I'm going to undo it just to get some points back. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Now, I need to burn some area. And I think the way we're going to burn it is we need this scrubland up here, unfortunately. And I think what I'm going to do is if we can get some right here, we can cause a control burn up top there, and have some of that there. Do that, and then we can get a solar panel here, and burn this area. And I'm hoping that is the ledge. I think it is, so we'll burn that, cause some of that, we'll grow some forests, because ideally I want to get this algae greenhouse somewhere where we're going to be able to complete that objective, because we need a little bit more than I'm thinking that we need. So it didn't burn as much as I really wanted to because we don't have the snowfall to create that that greenery that we want. That's okay. We'll work with what we can. We have 59, 63. Yeah, we'll do 63 there. That's a little bit for us. That's fine. And now we can take a look at our compactor here and see how many rocks we can make out of this. We can make some, make an okay amount. We just need to find a place to put them. And I think right here would be good. We're going to get rid of some of our forests, but that's okay. We'll grow those rocks there. and then we'll have a forest elsewhere. So let's go ahead and complete this. Hopefully that's enough. Yep, that's just enough. Got the check mark for it. So now we can focus on our other biomes. We need to focus on tundra. And I think the tundra, we needed this. So biodome, we need our precipitation. Ooh. Down. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's way too humid. Which is not good because we've already been placing our... We've already been placing our, what are they called? Man, I can't remember anything. Cloud seeders. Ooh, so that's temperature up. We don't want that. We need to dehumidify. Oh, that's really unfortunate. That's gonna be really tough. And we can create some burn areas for some forests if we really want to. I really should have been paying attention to that. I forgot that these require some a lower amount of precipitation, but I think we can work with it here. Maybe create some forests there. Is that enough? Just a little bit more. Ugh, because we need to get all the way to 70%. That's not gonna be good. I think it needs 35%, so let's see if we can hit a 35. Well, 34, let's try that. And we should have the ability. Yep, we do have the ability to do that now. So we can go and start putting some of these, and we have to be up here. That's fine. We can go and start putting some of these. What are they called? Tundra. Yeah, well, I don't know what's with my brain today. It's just not working. Can't remember anything. That'll complete our tundra requirement, which is good. So now we need to cause some burns. So I think we have some good candidates for burning here. I think I'm going to put a solar panel down there. Probably cause a burn here and here. You can see our water is, for some reason, recovering. I might want to cause a burn down here, but this is going to burn a lot of area, I think. Actually, no. It won't burn as much as I thought it would, which is okay. Then put one of these... Ugh, that's going to be a negative point threshold, isn't it? Let's try and get... Let's try to burn some of that area right there. And honestly, I might burn this area in the middle. We have some areas that kind of would stop it from going crazy, so I think we could do that too. And we'll burn that solar panel there. Yeah, so I think that's as best we're going to get. Hopefully we can get some net positive out of that. So now that we've finished our tundra, we're going to need to get our precipitation back up, which is not great. It's going to be very difficult. Now we need, I think, 35%. Which is going to be super tough. But we can put... I thought we couldn't put these things next to each other, but I guess we can. Which is good. But we need to get our biomes done so we can have the points to do that. We have a positive here, so I might do that. That's a 17. That's 5. Yeah, so we'll do the positive. Get a good chunk of forest there for us. Those elk should be pretty happy. We'll have some... You know, we'll just have some basic grasslands here. So hopefully these elk will be fine. Then we'll get some tree logs where they can cross. Where's another great spot for us to put some trees out? I don't want to burn all this because we're going to mess up our tundra, and ideally we want to leave our tundra alone. I don't want to have to deal with that requirement again, to be honest. What's next? Well, we have 174 points. This is, once again, this is actually a tougher level. Didn't think we would be kind of struggling with this. We need to get some more of this kind of scrubland here. So I might put some there. So we'll have that. We'll get some points out of that, which is good. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do about our forests here. So we need to be careful with our points. I might burn this little area right here. If we can. I know there's not grass there, but we'd like to connect that if possible. So we can actually... Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So we'll do this, and we'll burn this little area right here. This isn't going to hurt any tundra, and we actually would have a good chunk of forest to put down because of it blending in kind of over the river there. So I think I'm going to work on that. And then we're going to work on precipitation, get some of these conditions done. So yeah, I'm going to fast forward a little bit and kind of let you guys watch along. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we're gonna be able to complete this level in terms of all objectives, but we're gonna try our best. But now we're in the recycling phase. We're gonna have to do a little bit more outside of the recycling phase, but we need points desperately. So we're gonna have to rely on the points from the recycling phase in order for us to kind of complete some things. But the thing is, we only have 62 points, and recycling costs more than that. So, yeah, we're kind of in a tight spot. So I've got to figure out how to get us some points relatively quickly, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. So we might have to do a restart on this level, which is unfortunate, but I just wasn't careful enough about what I was doing. What really messed us up was the fact that I didn't pay attention to the precipitation requirement that the tundra required. So that's kind of where I messed up there. So I'm trying to see where we can get a few extra points, squeeze out a couple points for us. But it's gonna be really close, really close. So I'm gonna try to work on this. I'm probably gonna put a cut here. Okay, guys, I think I somehow recovered. As you can see, we have 3 points at the moment, but I do have a recycling beacon down to get us a lot of points. So that drone is going to go over there. It's gonna fly and give us a ton of points to work with. The map is a mess. I had to restart the phase one time and actually get us enough points to where we get the recycling down and get the drone down. So we have somehow recovered this mess that I've made on this map. This is definitely not my best work by any means, but we're able to get some of these points here, and now we'll be able to work towards the the side objectives. So really happy about that. I was really worried that I wasn't gonna be able to complete this level, but I was able to. I almost did restart, but it ended up working just fine. So I'm gonna kind of recover some of this here. I'm going to get some of these done and look towards these requirements. So we still need to get precipitation up, so that's what I'm going to focus on. We have plenty of points to work with now. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, I took away some of our power, so we don't need to do that. Let's put a power down because we need power to work with our cloud seeder. So we have 5% there, 5% there. Could we get a 6? Maybe 6 would be cool. 5%. We can just work with 5%. So that's totally fine. And then we can get our 70% there. All right, excellent. Now we need to worry about getting the toxicity down and the temperature down. So let's go ahead and work on that. We have our flash freezer that we want to use. So let's go ahead and get some ice around here. Put some there. Put some there. Kind of make this look a little bit more natural. Luckily, these only cost 25, but we can make some frozen area there. Kind of hurts our scrubland a little bit, but that's okay. We can put some scrubland back. I put some extra up here for nature, and we'll worry about nature here in a second. We just need to make sure we get our optional goals, and then we can get nature kind of fixed up. Nature's not too happy with me at the moment in terms of our animals. So we have 13 degrees now, and like I said, we need to get to -5 in order to get our objective here. So we're just gonna kind of freeze as much as we can here. The moss is back. You can see here that it lines the edge of the map. Very good. What else can we freeze here? 0 degrees. We want a little bit more if we can. I'm assuming we need power for those, right? Yep. So it requires a little bit of power. So in order to freeze anything up here, we're gonna have to recycle a little bit more of that. Flash freezer. -6. Sure, we'll do that. Kind of kill some of the trees there, but that's okay. Let's get some more power down. Put some right. Let's put one right there, and then we could get a flash freezer over here, I believe. Yeah, 4 degrees. What do we need? We need a little bit more than that, but we can say, hey, 4 here. And maybe 4 here. 3. We just need that -5. And of course, we've hit the thing where it's like, oh yeah, sorry, you need at least 1 extra one. It doesn't actually say it, but we need it. All right. So now we have gotten to the snowfall finally. Normally I like to get the rain and snowfall early on in the game, but I botched this level up so much that, yeah, we didn't do that at all. So before we start recycling, everything's kind of freezing over. Let's take a look at our animals here and see how happy they are. Go ahead and switch to the filter. Our polar bears are happy. Wow, that's a... Okay, our owls are not happy. So what's wrong with our owls? They need more tundra, which we can't get, which is a problem. We need more force near the tundra, I believe. And we don't have hardly any forest near tundra. Ugh. That's not great because we need the humidity to go down again. We could try... Well, hang on. They're getting there. They're getting there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get an... Oh, actually, that tundra's spreading, isn't it? I mean, if the tundra spreads, that'd be awesome. Yeah, the tundra is spreading. So let's let it do its job for a second. Kind of focus on our stuff. Snow foxes are happy, the elk are happy, the wolves are happy, and the boars are happy. So the only ones that aren't happy are our owls. And ideally, if they can just kind of find their way to these areas, that would help me out a lot, to be honest. We can honestly convert some of this into forest. We can burn it, which I might do. Granted, that's gonna... Actually, that's not gonna do a lot, is it? The snow, yeah. I think I'll see. Can we burn any of this right here? No, we can't. So that's gonna heat that up, and that's fine. And I wanna think, dry it out a little bit. We'll get our precipitation down, but we don't want to go too crazy with it. Is there any way I can make a burnable area? Because these snow owls need more woods near this tundra, I think, and we need to convert this into woods. So, unfortunately, we need to use a dehumidifier, which would make our humidity go down again, but I think we can fix that. So let's just do that real quick. I hate doing it, but I need to. So we're going to burn that area right there, cause some forest to go down. And hopefully we'll get enough to put a forest down to make our owls happy. Honestly, I might just go ahead and burn this area down too. Just cause all this to be woods. I know our polar bears may not be too crazy about that, but we'll see. Oh, yep, our thing burned down before we can do it. All right, that's fine. All right, it's going back. Let's just put this down and see if we can get enough woods to make our owls happy. I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe we can put some over here as well. I don't think we have any burned buildings. No. Yeah. Okay, well, I tried. It's kind of hard to do when it's snowing, but, oh, wait. Okay, stay there. You guys stay there. Don't move. Nobody move. Honestly, our woodlands, they're terrible. They're not very good. But not much I could do. Oh, nope, never mind. They're not happy anymore. They decided to move areas. Yep, they're not too happy. Of course you're not happy. What I could do is maybe try this again now that it's not snowing. Because we do have some burnable area. We can put down a solar array and burn things down again and try again. Maybe. Because ideally we want some woods over here. If we can get the woods in this area going. I could try this again, but it's probably not going to be pretty. Oh, sure. Why not? Let's try again. Let's burn... Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, we're going to burn this entire middle area here. We're going to have that going. And then I would say I would do this. But I don't think we're going to be able to swing it, unfortunately. We're going to see what happens. Unfortunately, I don't think that dehumidifier is going to... Yeah, okay. Those are rocks. That makes sense. So let's let this burn for a second and just see what we can get out of it. Because we can turn a lot of this into forest, too. We just need more. Okay, let's turn that into forests. And then hopefully our owls will be happy because the tundra's up here. Maybe they'll somehow feel a little bit better about that. These owls are not moving, so, you know, there's that to deal with. Because there's plenty of forest up here, and I think tundra they can work with, but... We just need the owl. Oh, wait, no, we have happy owls. Never mind, I thought these moved. Okay, we're good. All right, let's stop worrying about that and just recycle. So, -8, we're at 67. Snowfall isn't going to happen. Let's go ahead and get our precipitation up again before we head out. 0% because everything is frozen over. Excellent. Well, you know what? It's fine. We completed the objective. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go ahead and get our drone going and collect everything and get out of here before I decide to mess up the level anymore. Oh, man, this level has been difficult, so... Yeah, don't... Take this video as an example of, don't do as I do. And normally I say don't do as I say, but I didn't really tell you guys to do this as I, you know, realized that I messed up horribly. So there is that. Alright, let's go ahead and collect all of our stuff here and pack up and head out, because I think I've messed with this ecosystem enough as is. So we're going to pick up all this, what we can, take it home, get it out of here. And 1, 2, 3. How are we doing? I think our drone's going around. We have all this central area to pick up. Nothing over there, nothing over there. Make sure before we pack up everything else that everyone's happy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 happy animals, which is what we need. All right, so our drone's going around picking up the last things, and we can head out. Also, I think I see my cat behind my, Yep, she is taking residence behind my portrait monitor, right behind my computer, as it is very warm, and for some reason she likes to get back there, so probably have to clean up some cat hair later. So we're gonna pick up that. Ooh, there's one right here that we need to pick up as well. Go ahead and grab that. And we have something out here hiding behind a tree that I didn't see, and we can get that too. All right, very good. Okay. Grab that. I wish there was a fast forward I could do just to let them, like, part of me is like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can fast forward through this part, but there's not really much to fast forward through for the recording. So I just needed like a fast forward button. So yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling now. All right, are we done? I think we're done. Not the greatest on points. I'll admit that this was a very tough level. I think I actually struggled mostly on the tundra levels, which is interesting. But we have the big red button. We can hit that and say goodbye to this level. It is done. We'll get an achievement for it. Polar bear is rolling around on the ice. Look at those cute guys. Those elk. Happy elk. Glad you guys enjoy the biome. It doesn't look that bad. It honestly doesn't look that bad. We did an okay job. Got some frozen rivers here and there. Also like how the frozen river over there on the edge there. But wasteland reclaimed. We're heading out. And we have one more level after this. This was definitely a longer video. I wasn't expecting this level to take as long, but back to the world map. Back to the globe. And achievement, Rock and Stone. Ah, good, oh, what's that game called? Rock and Stone. Oh, I should know this. I should know this. Why can't I think of it? My brain is so fried. Deep Rock Galactic, there we go. Okay, took me a minute. All right, but anyway, we have one more level to go. I'm gonna complete this on my own time, so we have 100% over there. And in the last episode, we are gonna go towards the Irradiated Sprawl. So this is gonna be an interesting level, I think. We're gonna have a lot to deal with. You can see here we have sunflowers, so we're probably gonna be dealing with a lot of toxic waste, if not starting with toxic waste. So that's what to look forward in the last episode of the series. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. As always, your feedback is greatly appreciated down below. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like button. It does help out the channel, and I greatly do appreciate it. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.